To Afghanistan, where the Taliban government has banned internet access in parts of the country to prevent what they call immoral activity. The ban will cover 5 provinces in the north and is limited to fibre-optic cable networks. Mobile phone internet will still be available. It's the latest in a series of hardline measures the Taliban have introduced since returning to power in 2021. Waslat Hazrat Nazimi heads DW's Dari and Pashto service. It's good to see you there in Bonn. What impact does this ban have in Afghanistan and how widespread is it?
Now, Ben, the Taliban have shut down fiber-optic internet in at least 10 provinces, including Balkh, Khandar, Kunduz, and now even in Herat. And this affects millions of people, businesses, banks, NGOs, government offices, and schools. Mobile networks are still running, but they're expensive and unreliable. Officially, the Taliban have only admitted the shutdown in one province, in Balkh, saying it was to prevent immorality. But monitoring data shows usage has dropped drastically in more than 10 provinces, and Afghans on the ground feel the consequences. One resident in Balkh told us the shutdown has a negative impact on all aspects of life, from civil services, like applying for passports and ID cards, to online medical care, online libraries, and even services for people with disabilities.
What about women and girls? How are they affected by this ban? Since the Taliban's return, there have been increasingly tighter measures and restrictions and laws against women and girls.
For women and girls, this is devastating and another huge blow. They're already banned from secondary schools and universities. For many, the internet was the last way to keep learning. Some teachers teaching girls online from abroad said their students' Wi-Fi simply stopped working after the shutdowns, and many have warned that cutting the internet is not just a technical problem, it is an attack on the future of the country. Ordinary Afghans see it the same way. With the internet cut off, boys and girls alike are deprived of online learning, and that young people are losing one of their last opportunities for education.
And what about journalists? I mean, we would struggle to do our jobs properly without the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. For journalists who already suffer from restrictions and self-censorship in Afghanistan, this blackout makes reporting almost impossible. They need the internet to contact sources, to verify facts, and to publish stories. The Committee to Protect Journalists, in a statement, called this an unprecedented escalation of censorship and demanded the Taliban restore access immediately.
Pashtana Durrani is an activist and the founder of Learn Afghanistan, which was the first online school platform for Afghan girls and boys. She joins us from Wellesley in the U.S. Welcome. I want to ask, first of all, how extensive will this ban be? I would imagine that a lot of people get their internet in Afghanistan from telecoms, from mobile phones. These are wired connections. How devastating is this going to be?
I think there's already a campaign going around where they're like, stop the ban on internet, because it's not just a place where people are getting educated. It's also a lifeline for a lot of people to socialize, mobilize, connect with other people. And also because of safety and security, not a lot of people are able to travel to a lot of places. So they connect via internet with their loved ones overseas or something like that. So it is devastating in many ways, and it affects general life with socialization, mobilization, and even education.
How will organizations such as businesses, schools, things like that be able to operate without this? I would imagine a lot of people-to-people connection will still be possible through mobile phones.
I mean, as of this morning, I have been reading that the banks that have been affected the most, and there's a lot of internal collapse happening within the banks, a lot of transactions, a lot of online movement, but also at the same time tracking that online system in the north has become impossible. So that being the first that has affected it. And then apart from that, schools, educations, yes, most of the girls in Afghanistan have been relying on education through online learning systems. So that definitely is affected, and even healthcare, yeah.
Give us an idea of how extensive that is and how important this is for women in particular. They're already affected by a number of very draconian measures in Afghanistan. I would imagine the internet is one of the last few safe havens that many have for actually learning something. Is this going to be a devastating blow to them, or will they still have some sort of capacity through online phones, things like that?
I think internet is the only place where Afghan women have been themselves first, being their own first identity, and they've been campaigning, they have been organizing, they've been talking, they've been learning, they have been earning. So it definitely is a big blow to all of that. But at the same time, you have to understand that internet is not the only last resort for that, for learning or for any other activities. You have to understand that there's technologies like peer-to-peer learning, where you can download an app and share it with other people around you through Bluetooth or through the data phones. Apart from that, you also have the TV satellite or phone to satellite, phone to TV settings, where you can literally learn through a satellite channel. And then apart from that, there have been satellites active in Afghanistan. We have 2 satellites in Afghanistan that educate girls, and that cannot be traced. So there are definitely alternatives. And also you have to keep in mind that Afghan women are resilient, strong, and they will come up with solutions. This has happened to us in the past. So they will definitely be innovative with it. The sad reality is that the Taliban are using their own political gains with Afghan Telecom, and are using the internet as a bait in this. Yeah.
This means that your platform, Learn, the first online school for people in Afghanistan, that means it sounds like this isn't going to stop you and what you're doing.
Oh, no, not at all. I have been preparing for this for the past 3.5 years. We have invested in technologies when it comes to satellites, when it comes to peer-to-peer learning, when it comes to TV to satellite learning, and then offline apps. So this won't give us a blow at all. No.
All right, that's Pashtana Durrani, activist and founder of Learn Afghanistan. Pashtana, thank you.
Thank you.